Spanking is one of the most widely debated topics all over the world amongst parents. Most parents do not spank their kids, while majority of parents admitted to spanking a child as a way of correcting the child's misbehavior. That is the fastest and effective ways for them to correct their child's misbehavior. But this has a long time consequences on kids. If you're that one parent that is looking for an alternative way to discipline their child, I will advise that you keep watching this video. Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer and I welcome you back to this channel. On today's video, I'll be talking about alternative ways we parents can discipline our kids without spanking them. And number one is time outs. Spanking a child oftentimes give mixed feelings and mixed messages to that child. That's when you hear a child say, "Mommy, Daddy, why is it okay for you to spank me and it's not okay for me to spank my brother? It's not okay for me to spank my sister, or it's not okay for me to spank my friends." You see that in that way we are already sending them wrong messages because we are telling them not to do something, and at the same time we are doing that same thing. So in order for us to correct this, we have to give that child time out and know that in order for a time out to be effective, we must have given this kid quality time with us, so that when you take them away from your corner, they feel the impact and they easily adjust or correct their behavior. So how do you give time out? You give time out to a child. For example, the child has been with you 247, or you're watching TV together. You can say, "Hey Helena, because you did this, because you misbehave, you're going to stay in your room, you're not going to come out, you're not going to be with mommy." You see, that child will feel bad. That child will feel sorry for what he or she has done, because she has been with you, she has been enjoying that moment with you. Now you are asking her, as a way to punish her for what she did, to leave your side. So always learn to apply this method. Always learn to give them time out as a way of correcting them instead of spanking the child. And time out teaches the kids how to calm themselves down, which is a useful life skills for them. Number two, losing privilege. The goal is not to punish your child to be submissive to you, but the goal is to teach your child how to make better choices in life, and also make it clear when the privilege can be earned back. Usually 24 hours is long enough for a child to learn from his or her mistakes. For example, you could tell him or her, "You're not going to be with your tablet for the next 24 hours, or you're not going to play with your toys for the next 24 hours. And this helps the child to know what he or she has done isn't right, and is another alternative for you to stop spanking your kids. Ignoring mild misbehavior. When your child is trying to seek your attention, ignore them. Like, you can't hear them, you can't see them, just do like they are not there. And this will send that signal to them that you're not happy with what they have done. And this measure of discipline a child actually do work. Number four, natural consequences. This allow kids to learn from their own mistakes. For an example, if your child refuses to put on his or her jacket when it's cold, allow them get cold. They will learn from their own mistakes with this. When they are cold, nobody will tell them to go put on the jacket. So this way, allow kids to learn naturally from their own mistakes. But most times you have to stay there, you have to monitor them that they are not in real danger. And number five, praise for good behavior. And this helps to prevent behavioral problems. For an example, when your child is playing nicely with his siblings, point out to them and say, "You're doing such a nice job. You're sharing and you are taking turns. This helps to motivate the child. This helps the child want to do better next time. And another example is when they do well in their academics, or when they do their homework good, you can also praise them. You can give them, you can reward them with gifts, you can reward them with chocolate, you can reward them with anything, like anything that the child love, like any of their favorite snacks or item or toy. This encourages children to behave well. And number six, it's logical consequences. These are great ways to help a child who is struggling with some certain behavioral problem to learn how to be well behaved. For example, when your child refuses to take dinner, do not allow that child to have bedtime snacks. Another example, when your child refuses to rearrange where they play, like refuses to put back their toys in the right places, tell it to them that they are not going to play with this toy for the next day or for the next 24 hours, or they're not going to play with these toys tomorrow if they did not put them in the appropriate places. This helps kids to know that their behavior has direct consequences. Number seven, teaching new skills. Spanking a child will not teach that child new skills, especially with kids who throw temper tantrum. Spanking such child will not teach him or her how to be calm. Kids learn when you teach them how to better manage their emotions. Use discipline that is aimed at teaching and not punishing. Dear parents, our kids has emotions. They are humans like us. So please, let's teach them. Let's instill discipline in them in the right way. Let's stop the spanking, because it's actually do not do good to kids. Kids learn better when we set examples for them. Kids learn better when we teach them with life skills. So I pray and I hope that as parents will implement these methods in correcting our kids, and we also know that spanking is not the only way to put a child in the appropriate ways of life. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.